Hello everybody and welcome back to Hearts of Iron, where we are currently in a awkward situation, as we were at the start of last episode, but we're in a slightly less awkward situation. We have made gains in England, and that is wonderful to see. That has been at the cost of a bunch of nukes, of course. We have been nuking like mad over here, and we're going to need to deal with these situations over here as well at some point. We're also attempting to push in over here, and I told you guys to cover this. They didn't cover it. Well, hopefully they'll get it taken care of. Maybe they won't. Get in here, everybody. Like... Ah, we're pocketed. We are actually pocketed right now. We need to take this back right now. Like, immediately. I told them to cover this, and they refused, I guess. So, we're going to get in there and hope that these guys don't get taken out, because this is really, really rough right now. We've got an autosave going on here. Awkward timing for that. These guys are walking in. They're fighting. We're currently winning. These guys are heading northward, though. We need to get in there. Okay. We're still going from the south. Less than a day. How are we doing on our movement? Okay. These guys are on their way in. But we have to punch through here. This is of vital importance. Because of our general's incompetence in not including this, we got pocketed, and we have to break out. 685. Get in there, you guys. Do we have any supply flow over here? No, we don't. We have none. We have to take this. Everybody up here. These guys are coming in from the north. But man, they're just piling in here. Okay. We have to do something. You guys move over here. We're going to move our strategic bombers. Or actually, what's the range on our strategic bombers? Our strategic bombers are in range. Okay. We need air superiority here. Now. Okay. Let the nuking begin. Those nukes actually come out pretty quickly, considering that we are based up in France. I'm a little surprised about that. But this is our get-out-of-jail-free card here. We're just going to keep doing this until they can't resist us anymore, and then we're going to resupply. That's the goal here. They're losing a lot of troops. What is this guy assigned to do? He's just chilling. Okay. That sounds good. And they have basically nothing right now in terms of organization. Attack here. See if we can cut them off and stack wipe. We will get some supply flow from this point. Keep nuking. Unfortunately, we have lost a lot of units already here. Which isn't surprising, but it is disappointing. Okay. They lost a ton of troops there. Excellent. We're going to keep the nukes on for the time being. We got to rescue this army. Good old-fashioned incompetence right here. I like it. Yeah, get in there. Okay. We're so close. There. Why is no one moving here? Guys, they're all retreating. Oh, sometimes. This game. Well, we're going to need to continue nuking these lads. This guy should move in here. These guys are moving in, so we will have a reconnection eventually, except they've moved in more troops up here. Keep the nukes on. Okay. This retreat here is unfortunate, but it'll have to do for now. We may nuke ourselves here, but we'll see. Okay. We did not nuke ourselves. Good. Keep the pressure on here. If only we weren't all retreating right now. Okay. Seriously? Okay. There we wiped them. Okay. Supply lines re-established-ish. But we need to get troops in there. Like, right now. Emphasis on the ish. We haven't lost any additional units yet. There we go. Supply line re-established. These units, reinforce here. Now, don't let them walk up here this time, General. Please. Okay, what's going on in England? Well, we'll find out after the autosave. Let's see. This looks like it's largely a status quo. Sure. Everything looks fairly status quo to me right now. So that's good. We don't have any units going into garrison. Okay. Wow, they're up to 16,000 units here. 15,490 from the US. Wait, is this number that we're seeing up here, in fact, indicative of deployed units and not their stockpile? That may well be the case. That has to be the case. Because they have more than we're seeing at the top end here. Interesting. We know that they have approximately 50,000 airplanes. And 1 million people in their air force. Okay. We also know that they have 126 military factories used in airplane production. So now we know for a fact that we are outproducing them in airplanes. That is for sure. But every time we put more planes in here, they put a couple thousand more than us. So they must have a lot stockpiled. I wonder just how many. Let's see here. Enemy fighters lost. In the last 5 years in northern South America, they have lost 60,000 fighters. And you can see here when we ramped up our production of our higher tier fighters. So yeah, there's absolutely no way that they can keep this going. They're losing far too much. Okay, so in this situation down here, we're hoping that these guys get somewhat resupplied and get some reinforcements. We should probably go ahead and nuke here and here. We may not be able to nuke here. Yeah, we don't have the air superiority down here at this time. That's fine. I'm not too concerned about that. I also want to nuke all along the front line in England. And let's see what happens with that one. Kaboom. I think pushing this line is going to require a few more. It's always so hard to see through the smoke. Kind of have to wait for it to settle. Okay, is there only 3 here? Yeah, there's only 3. Sounds good. So we'll do something kind of like that. Boom. And now we're going to aggressively attack. Get in there. Now we have a bit of a freeze, but it's all good. That attack is going well. As expected. The frontline units are super weak from those nukes. And let's check in down over here. We're going to require additional nukes here as well. This is not shocking. We're probably going to need more than just these 2. Okay, I didn't expect that right then, but England has capitulated. So there are some American troops up here that are still putting up a fight. I want you guys to get up here. I want you guys to hit Liverpool with everything you've got. We're going to nuke it too. Kaboom. Liverpool is stack wiped. That's what I like to see. Okay. I'm actually surprised that England capitulated before Senegal did. That's a little surprising. Free France is putting up quite a good fight over here, though. So I guess that's not super shocking. Okay, so we're going to bring these guys all up over here, kind of like this. Get in there. Get the Americans pushed back a ways. And get them stack wiped. They have nowhere to go at this point, in theory. Yeah, there we go. They have nowhere to go. This is pretty great. We're just going to push through here. As far as this goes over here, I mean, more nukes. Sure. That'll be fine. Stack wiped here, and this is going to stack wipe. There we go. So this army is now going to be told, we need you to go naval invade from Liverpool onto Isle of Man. Get in there. No, I don't want to delete that. Just get ready for that. It's going to take them quite a bit of time to do that, but that's okay. We want to get the American Union fully out of here. So this is a thing again. What happens to the units that were in here? They're clearly just gone. So I'm aware. Make a new army with them, and just surround this and have them offensive line like this. And hopefully this time no one will promise them independence. Get in there. Okay. I do not want the American Union to have any presence at all over here. Now, how are things going on the Eastern Front? Mediocre, I think, is the definite answer there. We're not pushed back to our furthest retreat line, so this looks okay to me. We have taken losses, there's no doubt about it. We are not super hard focused on the Asian front at this time. We're trying to clean up the African and European front once and for all. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do brutal oppression in London. Because we can see that there's some stuff building up over here. I'm going to also do brutal oppression over here. Okay. And those garrisons will fill up eventually. And it looks like these guys just don't have any armies. I got here fast enough that they're not going to have any, so I don't think we're going to have any problems dealing with this small rebellion. Wonderful. Free France has actually pushed us back here. All the more regions to nuke. Excellent. Keep it up. One more round. I want another. Keep going. They're getting very close to wiping here. They're not quite there yet. Another round. Syria capitulated. Okay, cool. We figured that that would happen. We need another. And I want you to aggressively attack. He already is. These guys are retreating. That's the last round of nukes. Boom. Okay. Fantastic. These guys, they're going to go into the Arabian Coast Guard. I think those units in the Arabian Coast Guard, like, went away that were posted in those locations. I think they just, like, disbanded. Arabian Coast Guard is in here somewhere. This one. There we go. So this is pretty taken care of, it would appear. Wonderful. Yeah. Sorted. Lebanon has capitulated. And these guys are just going to go right on back into the Arabian Coast Guard. There we go. And these guys, they appear to have reset. Okay. Are we still on? No, we are not on brutal oppression over here. Okay, so we're going to move to brutal oppression in all of these locations that just rebelled. That's going to be the policy from here on out. If you rebel, you get brutal oppression. Before you rebel, you get civilian oversight. You can make your choice. Excellent. These guys have rebelled multiple times, but it's the policy going forward. It's not the current, like, I'm not going to retroactive it. France is dropping pretty dramatically because of the brutal oppression. That's wonderful. And that isn't going to increase our, it looks different here. It is going to increase our garrison costs, but that's fine. We're definitely going to want to not nuke there, but I'm going to nuke here. Boom. Okay. So that should be that bit of Free France gone. Is there anything of Free France left? Yes, Madagascar. Okay. I do want Madagascar gone soon enough, but I want to eliminate the American Union from Europe as soon as possible. That's kind of the first priority right now. We are up to 55,000 monthly growth. That's improving, for sure. We're getting a lot better on that front. Let's check in on the air war over here. Okay. We have roughly comparable numbers to them, and we are just destroying them. That is great to see. I'm very happy about that. I'm kind of curious. Like, it's not really going to change anything, right? But I kind of want to tag into the United States and just see how many fighters they have. Let's make a save in case I accidentally break anything. And let's just do it. Like, it's not going to change our strategy. Our strategy is just bleed their fighters here, right? I just want to know how many they have left, because this has been going for a long time, and they just keep matching us fighter for fighter. So let's go ahead and see. Tag USA. Okay. So I want to check their logistics here, and I specifically only am interested in looking at their fighters. So their regular fighters, they have negative 2,000 of. Their carrier fighters, close air support, blah, blah, blah. Jet fighter 2s, they're negative on. In fact, they're negative on everything. Okay. Fascinating. I'm not going to change anything in here. just want to see. Heavy fighter 3s. Yeah. So they don't have a stockpile. Not at all. Okay. Sounds good. Head back into Brazil. Like, I knew they couldn't keep up with it. Like, that's not new news. I'm just surprised that they've kept up this long. I mean, you can see here, they've increased their number of fighters again, or they had briefly, before a bunch of them got shot down. I mean, granted, this isn't all the United States. Don't get me wrong. But it's mostly the United States. 15,000 of the 17,000 fighters are US. So, that's the thing. We're definitely winning that, and that is something that I'm very okay with. And we'll be able to start nuking over here and causing just huge amounts of damage. So we have pushed past Free France here. That's wonderful. And we don't have the air superiority down here in order to do any bombing. So we can move these guys down. 0? I guess there's some repairs that need to happen over here. We can just move on down over here. They can stay where they're at. And we're not going to get much from this, but that should be enough, in theory. Well, they do have 150 fighters here from the Republic of Iran. Okay. That's fairly exciting. I do think that we should probably prioritize repair of this airbase, or at least construction of the airbase. Or, I guess it was... That is a level 10 airbase. Okay. So, this airbase is the one that needs to be repaired. So, Mauritania. This is going to be kind of painful to find, but I guess I'll just scroll through this way and look for the outline. I guess it's not in the list. I never saw it flash. Okay. Yeah, 10 damaged levels. I want to prioritize this repair. Maybe we'll just have to go through a little bit more carefully. That's a little bit unfortunate, to be sure, but let's see what we can do here. We're looking for Mauritania. It's all Greater London area. Yeah, this is... a lot of this is in England, but not all of it, to be sure. I do not see it in here. Oh, this is part of the Empire of the Desert. That's why. Yeah, we can't really do that then. Okay. This is the best we've got. Sounds good. Also, I'm going to fold this group of 5 in with these guys. We'll reassign them in. Okay. They're not great units, but they'll be okay, I guess. I don't want you necessarily aggressively attacking. Go back to balanced. Okay. And we'll just have to eventually shoot down those planes, but we don't have very much control here. Yeah, they're not... well... maybe they're having a hard time reaching. There's no doubt about that. That is for sure. I would like to move them down, but we'll have to wait for this airbase to get repaired. Which we can't really control. Highly unfortunate. And they've got this airbase right here. That said, we need these guys to, like, stay put. We need these guys to be the ones to push forward. Yeah, that's not going to go well. Okay, well, we'll just leave that be for right now. This is a modern tank brigade that should absolutely head over there. We'll tell it to do that. It is about time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, hopefully, the US will start really feeling the pinch on the fighters. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I will see you all next time.